Yo guys, what is going on and welcome. Just as the title says, we are going to get into the 3 different outfits that I think you should wear in Kingdom Come that'll make your playthrough so much easier. Now you can have these 3 outfits ready to go, and a lot of people don't even know that you can have more than one outfit available in the game. But I do want to point out, and if you care about spoilers, you might see some weapons and armor in here if you're not pretty far in the game that you won't otherwise see if you're playing kind of early. But if you don't care about that, then this video will definitely help you out. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so here we are. Now, the 3 outfits that I always will suggest that you should have ready and prepared in this game are going to be an outfit where you're fighting, because you're typically in fights in this game and you kind of need to have really good armor sometimes in order to be able to complete a fight and, you know, not get murdered on the streets. You want to have your sneaking outfit because that's another situation where you're going to find yourself in, where you do have to, depending on the quest or even for your own personal gain, sneak in and lockpick, sneak in and pickpocket and sneak in and get stealth kills, all that kind of fun stuff you should definitely have an outfit for. So right here, we'll go over real quick the 3 outfits that I have. Now, a lot of people don't know that you can actually switch through outfits. I didn't know this because I didn't play the first one. I didn't know that you can have 3 different outfits. If you see here at the bottom right, you'll have an option whether you're on controller or keyboard to change your outfit. If I push circle, the outfit changes. Here's my sneak build as indicated by the yellow, which also as indicated here in your inventory, this is what you're wearing in that sneak build. Now the bigger shield is the current outfit that you're on. And then the green that I am using is going to be my charisma build. So we'll kind of go over these real quick. Here is my armor build, and a lot of it is the highest, pretty much the highest strength as indicated by this main stat right here, is the highest in slot that I could find as I'm playing this game currently so far. Now you can actually tell whether you're positively influencing your stats or you're negatively influencing your stats depending on what you're equipping on your character. Right here, if I unequip my helmet, right, and you see these are my stats right here, when I click on the helmet, not even equipped it. So this, you know, if you have anything in your inventory and you're wondering if it's better than what you currently have, if you click on it, you can see that if it positively influences your build, it will be highlighted in blue. And this is basically the stats that are going to be buffed with the item that you're currently hovering over that you can equip. So as you can see, without my helmet, I have 68, 136, and 123 for the helmet slot on my armor. Now, if I click on it, you can see 203, 234, 157. That's how you know that this is going to be a good item for you to actually equip, and it's better than what you currently have. So I'm going to have that selected. You basically want to put best in slot for every, you know, everything that has to do with strength. And that's just going to be depending on what you like to do, right? If you like sword play, if you're an archer and you want to play distance, which is really hard in this game because you know, the enemies close gaps pretty quickly. They just kind of sprint at you. If you're interested in like what these stats are and what everything represents, if you go here into your player and then, you know, go into, you know, strength or agility, these are the different stats that buff your player, right? If you go all the way over, you can actually see that it gives you a description of all of these. And it's going to be the same thing for charisma, conspicuousness, visibility, noise, and speed, persuasion. Basically, all of this shows exactly how you get these certain stats up in level. And it's very important to actually read through every single one of these if you want to make sure that you have your build the best that you can possibly have it. Now, I think this is pretty self-explanatory, like I said, so we're going to move on to the next one, and this is going to be my sneak build. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing a full black outfit. This outfit actually is from the Twitch drops that are currently happening right now as we speak. Now, these drops that are happening right now are actually going on. They started on February 11th. They're going to be ending on February 19th at like 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're watching this video in between that time frame, I highly suggest that you go watch somebody's Twitch videos and you link the pros account and follow the process needed in order to link your pros account with your Twitch account to get these drops, because this is hands down the best sneak outfit that I've seen so far in this game. Now, you'll be able to tweak it and make these stats a little higher and lower, but check out the Twitch drops because these are the best. Now, a little bit about stealth that I think is very important to note, right? When it comes to the strength build, didn't really matter, but the stealth build is so very important that the colors you're wearing matter. It's not just about stats in here, right? So the current stats that I have right now, my sneak build, as you can see, is conspicuousness 33, noise level 10, and visibility 15. Now, I would highly suggest to mainly focus on noise noise and visibility. Your conspicuousness is also important, but these are the most important things right here. Obviously, the noise level indicates the level in which, you know, your character makes noise, that they could turn around and hear you. Your conspicuousness, if you don't know, and you can check right here, and you same exact way. So basically your conspicuousness, as you can see right here, the lower your conspicuousness, the longer it will take them to notice you. With visibility, and why I say visibility is more important, because the lower your visibility, the closer the observer has to be to see you. If you have super low visibility and mainly you're doing sneaky stuff at nighttime, they're almost never going to see you, and they're going to be completely blind to your entire existence unless you're like right up in their face. So when it comes to the gear that you're wearing for your sneak build, it's very important because you want to make sure that you're understanding that the colors that you're wearing and basically the way the clothes look, the way they sound, everything is important when it comes to your sneak build. So for example, I have these cut purse shoes right here, right, which is the Twitch drops, the cut purse, and I have the cumin boots. Right now you would say, oh, the cumin boots are probably better because they have the 4 and then these ones have the 3. Well, watch my stats down here when I hover over the cumin boots. So when I hover over the cumin boots, as you can see my stats on the bottom, the noise goes from 10 to 13 and the visibility goes from 15 to 18. You always want to be trying to min-max your noise and your visibility and your conspicuousness for your stealth build. All of that's very important. What I found when I'm doing my stealth build, I noticed that like the weapons that you have equipped don't really do anything. I have a whole long sword that I'm wearing, right? If I take it off, right, it doesn't change my sneaky stats. If I put it back on, right, it still doesn't change anything. So I would suggest still putting on your weapons, even though mainly when you're doing sneaking, you're going to have your hands free, or you're going to be using the dagger, which you can only use when you're assassinating people anyway. I would suggest having these on in case you do get caught and you have to try and at least defend yourself, or basically you could just run away. Now that's kind of like the speed run through the stealth build stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want me to make a separate video on explaining like each of the stats, I can do that too. Next, the charisma build. The charisma build is the most important build in the game. Now, the one thing that I found in this game that's very important and I love is the speech. When you're in dialogue, when you're getting caught for crimes, when you're in a main quest line and you're trying to convince someone of something, having a high speech and high charisma is going to change your entire gameplay, and it's going to make it to where you don't always just have to fight. And fighting and killing people sounds fun and all in these kind of games because you just want to go crazy, but it can affect the main quest line if you're just killing off people that may or may not be important, and it can change your story completely. So trying to resolve stuff through word in this game is probably your best bet. When it comes to charisma, the biggest thing is you want to wear clothes that are clean, because your cleanliness matters too, right? If your clothes are dirty, whether you're wearing your sneak build, whether you're wearing your strength or your charisma, your stats are going to be lowered if your clothes are dirty. That's just how the game works. So having clean clothes is very important. You can get them cleaned at a bathhouse, you can get them cleaned around the map. There's little wash zones. If you're cleaning your clothes at a little wash area, like not at a bathhouse, you have to have soap that you can get from, you know, any innkeeper, pretty much anywhere. Keeping your clothes clean and presentable is a very big part. Now we're gonna look at some stats here that I think you guys should see, because it's very important when it comes to building your charisma. So speech, charisma, and speed. The first thing I do want to let you guys know is that the charisma is an average of all the charisma that you have currently on your character. You can see my charisma on my hood is 51 out of 51. You would think, you know, the charisma on the hat is 35 out of 35. So you would think 35 plus 51, right? No, it's actually a average of everything that you have on, and the maximum is actually 30. So having your clothes clean and presentable is very important as well. So what you want to do is you really want to pay attention to how these clothes make your character when it comes to speech and charisma. You're essentially going to be doing the same thing that you did with your strength, the same thing that you did with your noise, conspicuous, and visibility, but you're doing it with speech and charisma. The higher the quality, the better. The more noble the clothes look, also the better. I will say that jewelry does play a very important role in this as well. My charisma build is actually my green build, so the certain items that I'm wearing are the best build that I've found so far. You can go through and see, if I take this off, you can see my charisma drops to 20. If I take my riding gloves off, my charisma drops to 25. right? So you always want to go through and hover over. Let's say you have an inventory full of items. Your inventory full of items, instead of just throwing them on your horse or moving them to your chest or just selling them, always make sure, and I'm going to make another video on inventory management, always make sure you hover over and see if it has any effect on any of your outfits, right? So you'll go through, you'll see riding gloves. You want to know if this has any effect on your sneak build or your charisma build, because it's important. So when you click it, you'll see, oh, yep, it brought my charisma up by 1. That's better than what I have. You know, I'm going to select that. Now this right here, I'm going to click that. It brought my charisma up. I'm going to put that up. So this is what you want to make sure that you're paying attention to when you're making these builds, because it's very important. Now guys, for the most part, I think I covered everything that I needed to cover when it comes to the 3 outfits that you should be wearing: your strength build, your sneak build, and your charisma build. Now the charisma build, like I said, is definitely going to be the most helpful in this entire game. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be making more videos on this depending on what you guys ask me, but these 3 outfits are going to make your playthrough so much easier. You know you're going to get into a fight. Basically, when you're traveling around the map, put on your armor. If you know you're going into a city and you have to start convincing people of stuff, put on your charisma build. If you know that you got some sneak stuff, you want to steal some inventory, you want to pick some locks, put on your sneak build. So let me know what you guys think about this video. If you liked it and you found it helpful, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If not, it's all good. We love y'all anyway. Look forward to more Kingdom Come videos. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.